Umalingaw-ngaw na naman sa mundo ng politika ang matinding pahayag ni Congressman Rodante Marcoleta matapos niyang ibunyag sa isang press conference ang umano'y mga dokumento magpapatunay sa pagkakasangkot ni dating Senate President Vicente Tito Sotto III sa ilang kontrobersyal na transaksyon. Ayon kay Marcoleta, matagal na raw niyang hawak ang mga ebidensyang ito, ngunit ngayon lamang niya inilabas sa publiko matapos umano niyang makumpirma ang pagiging totoo ng mga impormasyon. Agad itong naging sentro ng usapan sa social media na nagdulot ng mainit na diskusyon sa mga taga-suporta ng dalawang panig. Sa mga inilabas na detalye, sinabi ni Marcoleta na may mga resibo, komunikasyon at opisyal na tala na nag-uugnay kay Sotto sa umano'y maling paggamit ng pondo noong siya pa ang nasa puwesto. Dagdag pa niya, panahon na raw para managot ang mga matagal nang nagtatago sa likod ng impluwensya at kapangyarihan. Samantala, nanindigan naman ang kampo ni Sotto na purong paninira lamang ang mga paratang ni Marcoleta at handa silang magsampa ng kasong legal upang ipagtanggol ang kanilang pangalan. Habang patuloy ang pag-igting ng issue, marami ang umaasa na agad na maglalabas ng opisyal na investigasyon ang mga kinaukulan upang mabigyang linaw ang mga alegasyon. Ayon sa ilang political analysts, ang hakbang ni Marcoleta ay maaring magbukas ng mas malalim na pagsisiyasat hindi lamang kay Sotto, kundi pa sa iba pang personalidad na maaring sangkot sa nasabing anomalya.
During Marcos Jr. administration. Why? Because there was never a master plan for flood control. Only scattered projects approved anywhere and everywhere. Without coordination, flood mapping studies, or honesty. Worse, our farmers' crops keep getting destroyed because a dike meant to protect the river failed. Family homes continue to be washed away by flash flood, and our children, the poor, and the entire nation is paying this price. The BBM administration has invested ₱500 billion in flood control alone. More than 9,800 flood control projects have been built, but why do the floods keep getting worse? Let us speak plainly. Public funds are not released easily. There is a process, and at the very top of that process sits one man, the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Every year, before Congress sees any line item, the President reviews and approves the National Expenditure Program, the NEP. That is the master plan of where our money will go. Without his signature and approval, it cannot move forward. The Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, then prepares and releases the funds with the President's approval. The Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH, who also takes orders from the President, implement the project. These are not independent agencies. They follow the President's direction and instruction. And when Congress debates the budget and send it back to Malacanang, who signed it into law? The President himself.
Yun!
He approves the General Appropriation Act, or GAA,
Tama!
with full knowledge of its content. So when the Congress and Senate inserted $450 billion in public work funds and Marcos Jr. vetoed only $29 billion, it means he personally reviewed the remaining 421 billion pesos
Tama!
in infrastructure. It is also means he conferred with his first cousin Speaker of the House of Representatives, Martin Romualdez. He also chairs the Cabinet Cluster of Disaster Preparedness and Infrastructure, which means he should be leading the creation of a genuine science-based national flood control plan. He is responsible for the long-term plan of his own Build Better More program. But instead, it has turned into Build More, Waste More. Every major flood project, every rehabilitation program, every large-scale public works, all of it passes through his desk. He reviews every plan and approves every peso. So tell me, how can anyone say, I don't know? How can he say, you should be ashamed of yourself? Perhaps it is you that you should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. President. Filipinos' hard-earned pesos have disappeared into flood controls projects like GOS. Who carries the ultimate responsibility? It is not the officials, not the engineers, not the contractors. It is the President who holds the power and the trust of the nation. Corruption has been allowed to flood every agency of this government. It is a failure of leadership at the very top. What our President is doing is shifting the blame to others to save himself. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a weak leader. Let me ask this simple question. Why is the ICI, the Independent Commission on Infrastructure, not investigating Ilocos Norte? Did you know that majority of the flood control projects in Ilocos Norte are contracted to either the Discayas or the newly elected Lawag mayor, handpicked by the President himself? Almost 4 billion pesos has been funneled to this mayor, who is their favorite contractor since Bongbong administration. Why is this not being flagged? The controversial Discayas themselves have 2.7 billion flood control projects that are paid in advance, with some uncompleted in Ilocos Norte. Why are the investigations skipping Ilocos Norte? The clearest example of how corruption hides under political protection. If he is doing this in his own province, then there is no doubt he is doing this to the rest of the country. I challenge you, Mr. President, to order your so-called independent body, the ICI, to begin this probe in your own province of Ilocos Norte. Prove credibility first before diverting blame to others. I challenge the youth and the religious group to accompany the ICI in their investigation of Ilocos Norte.
No.
I urge the public to call out the engineers and contractors in Ilocos Norte to stop protecting the mastermind. Look at how they will spin the story and try to silence me. The so-called plunder case they filed against me is a baseless complaint, a political weapon meant to destroy me because I have chosen to speak the truth about corruption at the highest level.
Yun.
If there is any truth to any accusations against me,
Yun.
I am willing to go to jail. I am a man of one word. The complainant of this plunder case, Attorney Tilly Cordero, who has a record of being suspended for 6 months by the Supreme Court for violation of the Code of Professional Responsibility, or CPR, of lawyers. She even came to my house asking for money, proof of pictures which I will post publicly. She is the first cousin of the mayor I defeated in Narvacan, Mayor Edgardo Zaragoza,
Nako.
the most corrupt mayor that Ilocos Sur has ever had. For 33 years that he and family were mayors, there has been no progress, no new municipal building, no new market, and barely any infrastructure except ghost project. This mayor even had ghost farmers to convert public funds to the mayor's pocket. In my barangay Solbec alone, they appropriated 9 million pesos for the benefits of 65,000 ghost farmers,
No.
while the official registered farmers are only 80, with the whole population of Narvacan being only 44,000. I filed that case 10 years ago, but the Ombudsman has not even touched that very blatant case up to now. Why have they accepted this fake complaint against me in just one day, but not act on the real plunder case I filed against Mayor Zaragoza? This is how they operate. Silence the whistleblower and protect the corrupt. They attack me because I'm not afraid to tell the truth. But take note, all their paid online troll farms and their attack dogs will never silence me. My countrymen, let us no longer be fooled. We keep trusting the same name.
Nako po.
We are told that Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. will redeem the Marcos corruption course of the Filipinos. But look around, his government agencies are flooding with corruption. And before it blows up into his face, he used the SUNA to tell the story as if he is the hero who uncovered the mess to save himself while deflecting the blame on others. Let's not be made stupid. How many times must we let the same family treat our country like their personal piggy bank?
Nako po.
How many times must we trust the same name and expect a different result?
Yun.
If we truly love our country and children, then we must break this cycle. We are on the verge of exposing the biggest corruption scandal in the Philippine history. And should stop now. We should not stop now. Let us not allow the ICI, which was created by the President himself, to control or limit the investigation. Allow different groups to investigate in the ICI who will not be afraid to ask hard questions, and it should be viewed publicly for transparency. We cannot let them protect his friends and his cousins, his family, and most of all, the President himself.
Yun.
Now that the truth is out, we cannot wait for change. We must force it. Thus, in power will not fix this system. It must be the people. First, to our farmers and workers, demand accountability.
Nako po.
Your fields are still flooded, even after billions have been spent. Your roads keep collapsing after every storm, and your towns still sink in mud. Second, let the student lead. Stand up, organize, and lead the peaceful but powerful movement. This is your future. They are stealing. Stand united. When the youth stand united as one, no power can silence them. Third, and I appeal to all politicians, politicians should set aside ambition. Forget colors, forget alliances. This is no longer about politics. This is about restoring the nation's honor. Those who still have integrity, speak now. History will remember the few who stood up and forget the many who stayed silent. Fourth, the police and armed forces stand with the people, not with the powerful.
Tama.
You swore an oath to defend the Republic, not any single politician. When the people protest peacefully, please protect them. Do not prosecute them. For our mutual education, the primary provision that defines the duty of the armed forces of the Philippines under the Constitution is Section 3, Article 2, which provides, thus, civilian authority is at all times supreme over the military.
Tama.
The armed forces of the Philippines is the protector of the people and the state to secure the sovereignty of the state and the integrity of the national territory. Reading the above provision does not say that the AFP is the protector of the President and his government. It says protector of the people and the state. And finally, to all Filipinos, demand accountability at the top.
Yun.
The truth can no longer be hidden, and the people will no longer be silenced. We are not stupid. We deserve better. Our children deserve better. If we stay silent, the truth will be buried again, and our children will pay the price. This is not about politics. It is about true or sober leadership and accountability. If the President cannot face the truth and take responsibility for his failures, he must step aside for the
Tama.
sake of the nation. A voluntary resignation would not be a humiliation. It would be an act of dignity, a rare moment of courage that could still restore trust in our institution. Every peso diverted and every project that doesn't exist
Nako.
is not just a waste. It is a loss of life, loss of security, loss of dignity. I urge all of you to rise and speak and to act now so that the truth may guide our country forward. Thank you, and may God bless the Philippines. This is Manong Chavit Singson.
Nako, hindi na po titigil itong si Manong Chavit Singson. Oy, Bongbong Marcos, naku po. Yan na, nagsisimula na, sinasabi nating regudon, no? Hindi titigil yan hanggat hindi ka bumababa dyan sa Malacanang. Mag-resign ka na, Bongbong Marcos, habang maaga pa. Oh, meron po tayong balita ngayon, mga karyaso, kapapasok lang ha. Ito po ang malupit dito, mga karyaso, nawawala si Bongbong Marcos. Ngayon, meron po siyang ginawa doon, ayan oh. Ito mga kareaksyon, ayan, hindi, ayan oh. Marcos Jr. Blast China in ASEAN Summit. Nako, yan ang sinasabi natin. Nako, Bongbong Marcos, kung gusto mo makigera sa China, mag-isa ka na lang. Nako, huwag mo kaming gidawid dyan, hindi namin kaaway ang China. Nako, kaaway yan ng Taiwan, tsaka Amerika. Tayo, hindi natin kaaway China. All our Chinese friends over there, we're not fighting, we don't want war, we don't want war. Oh, yeah, we don't want war, we don't want war. Just choose the Filipino who want war. Don't include us, don't include us. Mga kareaksyon, no to war to China. No to war, sa atin yun, sa atin yung West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, sa atin lahat yun, yung kinuha ng Vietnam, yung kinuha ng Malaysia, yung Sabah, nung panahon ng tatay ni Bongbong Marcos, nakuha yung Sabah, lahat, pag Marcos ang umuupo, nababawasan ng Pilipinas, ganoon. Bakit yung Vietnam, ang daming kinuha, hindi ka kumikiwa, Bongbong Marcos? Bakit yung Malaysia, yung Taiwan, ang daming kinuha sa ating teritoryo, hindi ka ngumangaw-ngaw? Sino nag-uutos sa'yo para balagbagin mo ang China? Sino nag-uutos? Walang yan, inuutusan ka na ilalagay tayo sa peligro. Aminin natin sa hindi natin kaya ang China, kahit ang Amerika hindi kaya ang China. Pag malakas na tayo, kukunin natin yung lupa natin. Ngayon habang mahina tayo, magpapalakas tayo katulad ng UK. Oo, sinakop nila ang Hong Kong. Mahina ang China. Oo, nung lumakas ang China, kinuha nila uli ang Hong Kong, ang Macau. O, di ba? Ngayon, hindi pa natin kaya. O, magpalakas muna tayo, Bongbong Marcos. O, naka-high ka na naman yata naka-high heels wag kang masyadong batak ng batak sa pagsasalita mo, Bongbong Marcos. Wag mo kami ipahamak. I love the Philippines. I'm ready to die for my country, but not for the war of other people. Wala naman tayong kera sa China, di ba? Bakit mo kami dadamay dyan, Bongbong Marcos? Trip mo yan, sarilinin mo. Huwag mo kaming isali dyan sa katarataduan na yan. All our Chinese friends, I love made in China. Gago kayo, gusto nyong gera. Ayaw namin ng gera, gusto namin peace. Sa atin yun, kukunin natin balang araw. Balang araw kukunin natin yung sa West Philippine Sea, tsaka yung mga kinuha nila mga isla-isla doon. Kukunin natin yung balang araw, but not now. Wala pa tayong kakayahan. Wala. Dito nga sa Pilipinas, di ba, magnanakaw na, O, si Saldico, nakatakas, Bongbong Marcos, hindi nyo mapauwi-uwi. Ang Pangulong Duterte, hindi pa inabot ng 24 oras na dala nyo doon sa dahig, mga tarantado. Di ba mga karyasyon, wala siya dyan. Wala na, bumaba ka na, Bongbong Marcos.
Yun hong mainit na, nag-viral sa social media.
Oo nga, no?
Nitong weekends, tungkol kay Senador Marcoleta.
Ayun nga.
Aba, siguro hindi lang 100 ang nag-message sa akin para itanong kung totoo o hindi totoo.
Nako, ang dami po talaga nagtatanong.
Yun na nga.
Maging si Senador Dante Marcoleta, tinatanong ko totoo ba ito na bus daw ako?
Pati siya nagtanong.
Nagtataka siya.
Yun na. Pero
May nagpakalat po kasing fake news na tinambangan ang ating Vice President, future Vice President Rodante Marcoleta, si Senador Vice President Rodante Marcoleta. Nagpakalat daw po na tinambangan siya. Nako, yung mga fake news na yan, Pagka natin ha.
First, tayo naman kasi nasa ganitong professional son. Unang tingin mo pa lang halatang ano eh. Halatang
Yes.
peke.
Kailangan i-demanda yung mga nagpapakala ng fake news na yan. Ikaw, Bongbong Marcos, kung gusto mo ng gera sa China, maghanap ka ng bansa mo, girahin mo ang China, huwag mo kami damay dyan sa katarataduan na yan. We love the Philippines, we are ready to fight and die for my country. Pero hindi yung katarataduan na yan wala naman tayong kinalaman sa Taiwan
Hindi naman totoo, no?
Tama.
Kasi pag pinitik, yun hong
Bobo-bobo-buwang kayo sa panunungkulan
mainit na, nag-viral sa social media,
Oo nga, no?
nitong weekends, tungkol
Yes.
kay Senador Marcoleta.
Ayun nga.
Aba, siguro hindi lang 100 ang nag-message sa akin para itanong kung totoo o hindi totoo.
Nako, ang dami po talaga nagtatanong.
Yun na nga.
Maging si Senador Dante Marcoleta,
Nako.
tinatanong ko
Oh.
totoo ba ito na ambus daw ako?
Pati siya nagtanong.
Nagtataka siya.
Yun na. Oo nga pero first, tayo naman kasi nasa ganitong professional son. Unang tingin mo pa lang halatang ano eh. Halatang
Yes.
peke, hindi naman totoo. No?
Tama.
Kasi pag pinitignan mo, ni walang detalye, wala lang, picture lang. Tapos ganun lang ang sinabi.
Yes.
Pag tingnan mo yung detalye, wala kang makikita ang detalye.
Ayun nga.
Di ba? So, hindi mo siya may tuturing na totoo.
Yes.
At hindi lalong ni maliit na balita, hindi mo masabing may bahid na katotohanan eh.
Wala pang ibang sources. Siya lang no?
Wala. Ano ba? Drin ba? Drick
parang-
TV, parang ganun ha.
Kinote lang siya ng iba't iba.
Oho.
Pero kung...
Nag-share lang eh. Ay, pero...
Pagka ganun, alam nyo na hindi totoo yan. Ha?
Ay, pero nagtagumpay siya. Malamang malaki kinita ngayon nun.
Ang problema, malaking problema din yan.
Oo. Kasi pwede siyang i-report ng mga tao, lalo yung mga naglalala.
Oo.
Di ba?
Hindi lang yun. Nawawalan siya ng kredibilidad.
Ayun.
Kaya
Pati
nga-
channel niyo po dyan.
Oo.
Ngayon siguro, baka tumaas ang ano mo.
Baka nag-pull outan, ha? Baka
Ayan.
nag-unsubscribe yung marami.
Ayun na nga. Pero tingnan ko yung ano, parang wala din naman ganong subscriber eh.
Kaya pala.
Yung channel.
Ayun pala yung gusto niya.
Oo nga, baka nagpapansin lang. Ano,
Ako, delikado po yan, ha? Huwag niyong gagayahin. Yung gagawa kayo ng maling balita, tapos lalo na kung may mga taong madadamay.
Ayaw naman.
Oo,
Kaya
delikado
sabi ko,
yan.
paano yung mga supporters at mga tagahanga ni Senador Marcoleta, yung mga naglala.
So, hindi
Pamilya,
po yan totoo.
kamag-anak.
Ha?
Hindi po, wala.
Hindi. Aba,
Oo.
ano ba nakalagay doon? Inambus daw? Muntik na.
Muntik
inambus.
na raw
Oo.
inambush.
Nako po.
Ay, nung maghapon, mula umaga hanggang hapon magkasama kami ni Senador Marcoleta nung Sabado eh.
Ay, baka naman na-ambush kayo habang magkasama kayo.
Hindi, nag-interview sa kanila doon. Hindi naman ambush interview. Talagang biyernes pa lang nakaplano ng sir, interviewin po kayo. Ha?
So kahit ambush interview, wala pala.
Walang nangyaring ambush interview. Pagkatapos ng aming aktibidad, naghiwa-hiwalay kami. Sabi niya, may kausap lang siya dito sa tapat ng himpilan.
Oh.
Pagkatapos umuwi na rin sila.
At saka yung picture yatang ginamit nun picture sa ibang balita, no?
Ay,
May mga polis, may mga militar.
Oo. Iba pa ata yan, ano? Yan, puro fake news eh.
Oo.
Ayan. Di yung last, ano?
Ibig sabihin ito, nilabas na nung page ni Senador Marcoleta.
Oo.
Dahil ang daming nagkakalat-kalat ng mga
Yun.
fake news no?
Totoo.
Kaya sinabi niya na lahat yan fake news.
Hindi lahat totoo. Yun na nga. Ako, aywan ko lang, halimbawa, gaya niyan, ano? Pwede ba mag-initiative ang police, NBI, o kaya, sino ba, mga ahensya ng gobyerno, na maghain ng reklamo dito?
Alam mo, Jen,
O i-report?
ginawa na ng NBI yan
Ganon?
Noong ang Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ay bumisita sa Bogo, Cebu.
Oo.
Nagpa-picture, may picture doon na lumabas.
Oo.
At may isang gumamit sa picture, nilagyan ng araw yung ulo ng Pangulo at nilagyan niya ng caption na headshot. Nakakulong pa yung tao
Oh, hanggang ngayon?
Oh! Kasi ano daw yun?
NBI
Parang assassination attempt yun.
Pero ang tinutukoy pala doon, Bisaya, natapat doon sa Bogo, Cebu.
Oh, yun ang paliwanag nung
Anong tao?
Oo, pero siyempre at saka daw ang ibig sabihin ng headshot sa Cebu ay Cebuano ay sapul.
Oo.
Pero sa iba, syempre naman, hindi lahat ng magbabasa niya Cebuano, di ba?
Kasi kung sa shooter daw,
Ay, oo.
yung mahawak ng baril,
Ayan.
pag headshot, ibig sabihin, tinamaan ka sa ulo.
Ayun, yan ano lang ha.
Oo. Arrow.
Tsaka interpretation lang.
Yes.
Di higit lalo ito na
Ayun, talagang o nga, no?
muntik inambush.
Pwede kayang bagay, ano?
Pwede yan.
Tanong lang mga kareaksyon, ito po ba yung nagpapakala ng fake news peddler? Ito. Ito ba yung nagpapakalat? Tanong lang po mga kareaksyon ha. Pag-comment nga po sa comment section kung naniniwala kayo, fake news peddler ito. Sasagutin po niya kung bakit wala doon si Bongbong Marcos.
Videos po of the group photo during the ASEAN-Japan Summit na wala po si President. Would you like to clarify that?
Opo, kasi mukhang hindi na bibigyan ng tamang kwento kung text yung nangyari. Doon po, at naipaliwanag din po sa akin, sinabi rin po ni Secretary Gomez na nangyari po yan, yung kanilang photo ops, ay nasa extended bilateral meeting na po ang Pangulo with the UN. So, pero nakaatin po ang Pangulo sa nasabing okasyon sa nakasama po ang bansang Japan. So, liwanagin lang po natin, wala po ang Pangulo sa photo ops, pero umatin po